Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the new third-party Rage Toys, Donatello and Master Splinter, or Autumn and Master, third-party toys, man, whatever. But I'll also be taking a look at the cool accessory custom accessories kit that you could also purchase with these figures. So what are we waiting for? Let's go ahead and crack these things open and let them breathe.
Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Master Splinter here, and is it okay if I just call them by their actual names, even though I know these are technically third-party figures that aren't actually named Splinter and Donatello and things like that. I'm just going to call them by the names we know. Is that okay? I think we're okay with that. Anyways, this guy just looks so cool, man. I just love that head sculpt. That thing is gorgeous to look at in person. The amount of sculpt in that fur with that deep wash. I absolutely love the face right here with those, polished black eyes and the nose, but the paint that fades into pink into more of like a peach tone, even a little bit of fade into the nose right there looks really good. Same thing with the ears. You have that more deeper pink into like the peach color that goes into there. That looks really good, and I love like the more bushy eyebrows that kind of hang over the brow of that. Looks really, really nice. The sculpt of this thing is just incredible. Again, I love the fur. I love the wrist wraps around there. The hands look really nice. You get more of those faded pinks on the inside of the hands. You will see kind of like paint wear and things here and there, just little mini blotches and things like that. But I don't know, I kind of don't mind it with these because these really do feel like dirty, grimy figures. Like these ones do live in the sewers, so I do dig it. And those minor imperfections, I really just do not mind at all. You even got the painted claws. I love the soft goods that we're getting here. The fabric from his tunic piece with the sash, and then the rope belt, which is an actual real rope. That's really awesome too. And I love the dirtiness of the little kimono. I don't know what you would want to call this, but you're gonna see some sculpted pants here that are very nice. Have a nice black wash over that. Same thing with the feet wraps. Similar to the wrist wraps right there. Those look really nice. And then the the feet with the painted claws like that, again, look really nice. You got more of that faded pink on there. On the top, the paint is just excellent with this guy all across the board. The tail is a separate piece that you need to plug in outside of the packaging, and that looks really good too. It fades into the grays, into these brighter, almost pink, pale reds, you know what I mean, with the dirty wash on it too. That looks really nice. That is on a bendy wire, so you can actually pose that around, do whatever you want with it. And then you actually get these little sheaths for his like blades that he comes with. Those are kind of like tied to a little string that's attached to this belt clip right here. Those are permanently attached, so those do come like that in the package. But man, this is just a very cool looking Master Splinter. I love how they just did this. He is just a beautiful looking badass figure. Now with our Master Splinter, we do get a really good amount of accessories, which I really do enjoy. You can see that he does have a gripping hand on this side and an extended open palm hand on this side, but we do get multiple interchangeable hands, which is really nice. Different types of poses and different types of gripping hands with different widths of grip. That's really cool, and you can see all of the stuff that he does come with as well. I do like, of course, that he does have his signature cane. I think that's awesome. It does a really, really nice sculpt. Again, very dirty, very worn, so I do dig this quite a bit. And then you can get that kind of just put in his hand however you like and figure out the way that works best for you, but I think that works out really nicely. He comes with this incredible scroll that actually does have fabric paper, and if you unroll this, you can see it has like some martial arts moves on it, which is just genius, dude. I love the printing on the back of the paper as well. Is just really amazing. And again, you can just kind of like roll this back up for storage, and I just think this is incredible attention to detail. I love how the edges there are like a little torn or burnt or whatever it may be. That's really, really cool, man. I also love the fact that he comes with a ooze canister, which is really nice. I love the attention to detail on this. Very nicely sculpted, a little of a dirtiness on that. I love that you can see the little fade in the light in the center, and it fades out into a green. What's really cool, this actually does open up, and it has this in there, which is, I don't know, like a freaking glue stick or something like that, but that kind of got me thinking. I was like, maybe they did this on purpose so you can put like actual slime in there if you wanted to do that. I think that's actually pretty interesting and unique. So if that's something you wanted to do, you can do it. Just close that up, and again, you can put that in his hands and things like that. That's really nice. What I do like, he actually does come with this like harness type thing made of like rope and stuff like that, which is really cool. You get these 2 elastic bands. You're gonna go ahead and slide this over one arm like that. I'm gonna go ahead and take the cane off right there, and then you're gonna go ahead and pull the string. You could kind of like feed it through like that if you want. And again, it is stretchy string, so it's pretty, it's an elastic string, so it goes over there pretty easy when you do something like that. And then you got these little hoops on the back right there. Now you can see there is 2 different types of widths. One is going to be for the scroll, so you're going to want to get the plastic part in there, and then kind of give it a spin as you're feeding it through. It really helps doing that when you're getting it in there. Same thing with the canister. This actually comes off, so you can just slide this on the bottom one like that, and then go ahead and put that back on. There's a little nub in there to show exactly where those caps go on like that, and then he can store the scroll and the ooze canister on his back like that. So that's pretty genius. Now he also does come with these extra little blades, 2 of these, and again, that's for these sheaths, and again, they do go in there a certain way, so you have to match the blade up like that. And when you get this one, same thing right there. That's really cool. Now these do kind of just hang. They hang a little low in my opinion, so I don't know if you kind of have to like maybe roll them up or something like that. I don't know, and get them hanging a little better. I don't really like the way they did this, to be honest with you. So I'll figure out something to, you know, just hang these a little bit better. We also do get this little shoulder piece here, which is really nice, made of like, I don't know, it's supposed to be like wicker or something like that, but I love the dirtiness of that. As you can see, there is a magnet on the back of it right in there, in the back of the collar. That's because there is a magnet just above back of the neck. So you can get that and just get that on there, and it will stay on there again because it is magnetized, which is really cool. And it's the same thing with this really rad hat. I love the hat here. Again, very dirty, very worn, nice sculpt to that, even the little like visor piece area. Again, this also has a magnet in it because there's a magnet in the head, and that just goes right on there like that. And how cool is that, dude? I think that is so dope. Again, I love the little cutouts for the eyes where he can still see through and things like that. So freaking awesome, man. Again, you could really load up Master Splinter. I love this thing. He's so cool. This has got to be one of the best Splinters I've ever had in my collection. Now with him stripped down of all his accessories, I'm gonna go ahead and run down the articulation here. It kind of feels like we get a separate ball peg in the head and then another one in the neck. So you can kind of like rotate that, roll it around a little bit, up and down, a little bit of side to side, but you're mostly gonna get a lot of that rotation there. And I kind of just realized he's a tiny little ponytail, a little bun with a little ring or a little, I don't know, band around the hair, right, the little tuft. That's actually really, really cool. So I'm gonna go all the way up, down, up and out like that. I realized the joints can be kind of tight, and I did warm them up a little bit, and not too much. It was actually pretty nice out of the box. We get rotation at the bicep. We get a single bend at the elbow, but if you notice, he can't actually extend his arm fully straight out. Just the way that joint is designed, the arms are designed, he's kind of always has this natural curve to the arms. So that's a little disappointing. I really do wish he would have gotten, we were able to just straighten them out a lot more, you know. So I don't know, it is what it is. We got rotation at the wrist as well as hinges at the wrist that actually do work really nice. They're just very tight, but they do work really nice. We do get a ball peg. It seems to be a double ball peg in the midsection there, so you can roll him around. Does turn left to right, crunches back and forth, pivots side to side. The hip joints can kick forward that much, back pretty nicely. We can kick out, do the splits a tiny little bit outward, about that much. We do get rotation at upper thigh. Now here's the thing, there's also these natural bends to his legs, so it's not at the knee, but just below the knee where it meets the wrap right there. You can rotate there and then hinge a tiny little bit. Same thing with the middle of the feet. Those can rotate as well as hinge a tiny bit. But they are kind of in a fixed pose. It's gonna be a little tricky with him, but it still works. I still do like it quite a bit. You can still get some pretty badass poses with him. And again, just really happy with this. So now let's go ahead and talk about Donatello, because this thing is insane, dude. Again, just crazy good sculpts all around this thing. I love the head sculpt with the more like ninja mask. You got the little headband going on up there with the little symbol, and he's got this really cool hood going on. I think that looks awesome. We get a nice fabric scarf around there. That's really cool that they're including soft goods in this thing. And I love the single strap kind of going over them, you know, very much like the vintage figures where they had straps going across the arm or across the torsos and things like that. But the skin texture, the sculpting of the skin, with all that, again, bumpiness and dirtiness, just looks really cool. I love even the fade from like the lighter skin from the under part of the body to the darker skin tones. That looks really nice. Same thing with the hands and things like that. I love the gloves here. They got the backy padding like that. I love how they're asymmetrical. So you got the more purple wrap going up the one arm, and the other side he has more technology, like a turtle comm wrist communicator thing right there. That looks really good, dude. God, this thing is so awesome to look at. Again, the legs look really nice. We get an actual fabric belt right there, a little sash that kind of just comes down like that. That's really cool. I love the texturing of the legs. Even has a little turtle tail back there, knee pads, and then all the little studs and rivets are painted silver. You got painted toes. I love, oh no, Donatello, are you okay? He lived, you guys. It's okay. But even the purple wrapping around the feet kind of go between the toes, which is really cool. And then the bottom of the feet are like painted. I mean, it's crazy to see all the wrapping that holds like his bracers and things on. Those are fully painted. And let's talk about his back shell, because not only does the shell itself look good, I just love, first of all, again, this shell looks really nice and dirty. It has those little bit of bumps you can kind of see around there. But then he has all these different pouches and all this different tech. You can see some type of thing, little doohickey coming out of this little pouch right here. And you got whatever this tech thing is, some kind of computer board gadget stuff. And you got a hose coming down on this end. You even have a strap right here to holster his bow staff that he comes with. That's just cool, dude. This is a crazy looking Donatello. I love it so much. I'm just very happy that I picked him up. Now, moving on to accessories, we do get a great amount of stuff with this guy. He does come with a bunch of interchangeable hands, different types of gripping hands and stylized posing hands and open palm hands, things like that. And you can see all the different weapons and gadgets that he comes with as well. I'm going to start off with this little thing right here. It's like a little leg strap. Well, you can see it has like some type of like, I think they're supposed to be like smoke bombs or something. I'm not really sure, but they still look very cool. I do love that. And they kind of just like clips onto the leg. I like to start at the top of the leg right here, because the top of the leg is a little thinner. So I like to put it on from the front and then kind of turn it around to the side and then push down on the leg right there. So that works out. And then again, these are removable. They look really cool, and you can see just at the top of the neck of the smoke bomb itself can fit right on there like that. Not where the hose sticks out. You see a little hose sculpted to it just behind the hose, and they'll go on right there, and you could hold those on the legs, which is, again, very, very cool. We also do get an interchangeable head with this guy. I love this, because this one has more of just a standard Ninja Turtles head. I love the soft goods bandana, which is really nice. I love the eyes. That all looks really good. The paint looks great. And I love the goggles. Too bad the goggles can't come down and over the eyes. That'd have been a really cool sculpt to have that. But then you got the red and green like lens visors on there. So that's really cool. And if you want, you go ahead and pop this head off. They're just on ball pegs. And then we could take this head, pop that on like that, and then you want to have a almost more classic look for your Donatello here, you can do it like that. Now he also does have gadgets, so you see, turn the back of that shell with all that other stuff, you do get this like little satellite scanner radar thing that you can plug into either of the holes on the back like that. And it's the same thing with this like articulated arm, mechanical arm like that. This does have hinges where you can move it around and up and down. You can even swivel at the base there. I wish it swiveled at the little hand, little mechanical hand, but this is really cool too. And these work for either port. So it's just really cool to have like little gadget stuff like that for Donatello. I think that works, man. It's really cool. And again, I love the fact that this thing can like hinge and you can close that up. This actual hand can hold things like his bow staff if you want to. And the bow staff is really cool, pretty simple. It's not just your standard wooden staff. It seems more mechanical. It's made of metal. And you got the wrap on the center. This can be fed through here. I suggest when you're putting it in, see what I'm doing. I'm pushing it as well as I'm turning it because it can be a little tricky to get in there, but that works out really, really cool. And you can pop that on like that. But you also get an option for the bow staff where you could take this little blade attachment and then port it onto the staff if you want some like giant naginata type of weapon, which makes Donatello even more deadly and dangerous, which is super cool. Now, here's one of the things I'll talk about. He comes with this crazy like musket rifle, sniper rifle thing. I don't know why. Why does Donnie get like a sniper musket? I don't care. It's cool. I love it. Again, it makes him even more deadly. I'm gonna tell you straight up, getting this into this hand, this like trigger holding hand, was ridiculous. You really have to heat this thing up. You might even want to take an X-Acto knife and split those fingers because they are kind of like glued into place or attached or part of the sculpting like that. I don't know. So you might want to, again, either take an X-Acto knife or just heat this up and feed that through. But it's still very cool. What else I do like, if you want to take like this off, you get an extra clip like that. And again, I'm going to do this with the hand on. And this is so you can actually hold the gun like that and put it in his holster on his back. And it's the same thing with the bow staff. It's really cool how they did this. It gave you enough clearance to hold the rifle or sniper rifle. I don't know what kind of gun that is. You guys let me know. But you could do that and the staff back there, and it's just a little weird with the hand on it still, right? But again, you could store a bunch of stuff on there, and that's awesome, dude. Very, very fun and unique way to have a Donatello. So now let's go ahead and run down articulation. The head is on a ball peg, but you're mostly going to get left and right. It doesn't really go up and down all that much and not really wobble side to side or anything, so mostly just left and right. Arms can go all the way up full 360. They can go all the way out to the side that far. Again, they can actually straighten their arms out, unlike Splinter, which is ridiculous. You can bend at the elbow as well as rotate at the elbow. These hands are on ball pegs. So unlike Master Splinter, he has a straight pin with a hinge. The turtles themselves have ball pegs at the hands. So you get a lot of good motion and rotate, roll around, all that kind of stuff, which is really good. You get a ball peg at the midsection, you can see the cut right there. So that does turn left and right, crunches back and forth a tiny bit, rolls all the way around, kinda, you know what I mean? It's going to be hindered to the bulkiness of this thing, so it's just the nature of a turtle shape. Hips, it can kick forward that far, back all the way that far, splits out about that much, rotation at upper thigh, it could double, joint knees where it kicks off in its own shell. That's really cool. And then it seems we get a forward-facing pin with a hinge, so the feet can go up and down that far, and just a ridiculous ankle rocker. That is very good. I love that so much. So again, as much as I love Splinter, this Donnie is a home freaking run, dude. He is such a cool piece. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is that accessories kit, which is very cool because we get a ton of baby turtles, which I think is fantastic. Now, they are all unique in different sculpts. For the most part, this is the only one that has articulation. You can see he's standing on his hind legs. I love the little shell and the tail. All of that looks great. The arms seem to be on ball pegs, so you can move those up and down. Same thing with the head. It kind of like rotates and things like that. But that's very cool. And you can pretend which baby turtle is who. I like to think this one is maybe Leonardo, because, you know, being the oldest, I think Leonardo's the oldest. So you can pretend that one's Leonardo. I love this one right here where he's kind of like sitting up. I think this one is very cool as well. He seems to be the most chonky one. There's no articulation to this. Let me see, maybe the head. No, that's one singular sculpt. But I kind of like to feel like this one might be Raphael. You know, I think it's really cool. Again, very unique sculpts. Then you have this one walking around on all fours. I like to think this one's Donatello, and again, the faces are just perfect and adorable. Love the underbelly there. The undershell looks really good. The tail, the back shell, all looks really nice. And then I like to think this one is Michelangelo, where he's kind of just laying flat on his stomach. That is adorable, and I love it, and just very cool. You know, and I had fun posing these with Master Splinter. Those are just really fun little inclusions in this little set. But what I also really do like, we get 2 extra heads for your Donatello here. So you do get an other head that has a more open mouth with the tongue showing. Pretty similar to the one we get with the actual figure, but this one has more of an expression on there. And same cool sculpt with the same soft goods like bandana and things like that. So that's a lot of fun. But we also get one with a samurai helmet, which is the exact same sculpt as we saw with the Leonardo one. So I'll go ahead and bring Leonardo in here. This is the first release from this line, which again looks very cool. It's the exact same sculpt, exact same helmet, just painted differently. And then we do get a different crest, and this is a softer pliable material. The crest are different in the colors, but overall they're the exact same sculpt. So if you want to make both, give them both that samurai look, you can totally do that, which again I think is great. But keeping the Leonardo in hand here, we also get extra accessories for this Leonardo. That came out like, oh my god, did this thing come out almost 2 years ago now? I can't remember. But I'm going to go ahead and pop the head off of this one. Ugh, if I could do it off of camera like that. And then bring in the new head sculpt. Pop that on. Ugh. You guys just hear me struggling behind the scenes, yeah? But this is cool too. Now we get a more... almost like the vintage toy inspired head, you know, with the side smile or side gritting teeth and things like that. You got the soft goods bandana if you want to do something like that, which is very cool. And same thing, we actually do get a new hand, so I'm going to pop up the old hand and put on the new one right here, because this one has almost like a pinching grip, which is really cool. And again, it looks really nice, but that is because you also get ninja stars or shurikens to go with this one, and you can put it between the fingers, you can pinch it between the thumb and like the index. But it's pretty cool that we got ninja stars to go with this set now, and you get 3 of those, which is very cool, because a lot of the vintage turtles came with shurikens and ninja stars and things like that. So I think that's cool, because not only does it come with more stuff for Donatello, it comes with baby turtles that you could have with your Master Splinter, and it comes with the first release figure for your Leonardo, which is very cool, man. So very fun with all of these figures. This is just a really cool set. I am so stoked that I picked up both of these and the accessories kit. I love Ninja Turtles. I love everything that this third party has been doing. Again, I cannot wait for others. They are so much fun and detailed, and a definite must get.
So for a quick size comparison, here they are standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and Mafex Batman figure. Also for comparison, here is Splinter standing next to a NECA TMNT movie Splinter. And for even more comparison, here is Donnie standing next to a Mezco 112 Collective Donatello. And for even more comparison, here they are standing next to their Leonardo counterpart from Fury Toys / Rage Toys. So there it is, guys, my review of the new Samurai Force Autumn and Master, or Donatello and Master Splinter. Now these are very cool toys. Keep in mind they are third party, they are not licensed product, so they do have to go around certain things for, you know, licensing purposes. But my god, these things are freaking awesome, man. I absolutely love that Master Splinter, that really cool hat, the bendy tail, the scroll, the ooze canister. Everything about this guy is super awesome, especially the soft goods. I'm so glad that they did that. But the sculpts and the paint apps are just on point with these guys. They are so detailed, so grimy and dirty. They are just so much fun to have. And I absolutely love that Donatello with the gadgets on the backpack, the articulated arm, the little scanner radar dish. For some reason, he comes with a musket. Okay, that thing's cool. But still, he's such a badass looking figure. I love the different interchangeable heads and things like that. I'm also super glad that I picked up the accessories kit. I love the little baby turtles. I think they are adorable and so much fun. I love the fact that it comes with extra pieces for the Donatello and the Leonardo figure that came out a while back. That's really cool, man. They also showed us the new Michelangelo figure that's going to be going up for pre-order soon. I cannot wait to pick that one up as well. The colors of the skin tones stand out as something special to me. So I am all in with these. I love these. I cannot wait till we see Raphael to complete the team. These are badass figures, man. The articulation can be a little tight in some areas, so do warm up your joints, but overall, I love them. They are a ton of fun, and you would absolutely love them for your collections. So be excellent to each other, and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.